Hi guys, welcome back. Today's topic is how many stocks you should own. Gonna give you the answer, not based on my opinion, but based on academic evidence. First thing first, as usual, I asked Google the same question. Many people are interested and express their opinion on this topic. Let's look at one post. In my experience, having less than 10 stocks is not good in terms of diversification. Holding more than 30 stocks, better to buy an index fund, as this quantity is not hands-on for Joe investors. So, I recommend holding 10 to 30 stocks in your portfolio. John Lee, CEO of one of the famous asset management and one of the most famous investors, said about 30s are appropriate. To sum up, two gentlemen think 10 to 30 stocks are the optimal level to manage. Then you may wonder, is there any academic evidence? Apparently, I found one. Some genius already studied it. Here it is. Okay, I know it seems a bit complicated. Don't worry, let's take a look at it together. Starting with the first column, it indicates the number of stocks in the portfolio. The second column is the risk level of the portfolio. For instance, if you own only one stock, you are exposed to the risk of 49.24%, whereas 1,000 stocks leading to 19.21%. The third column is the comparative risk level against the risk level of having one stock. The figures in this column are calculated by dividing the value by 49.24%, which is the risk level of one stock. Sounds difficult. A few examples. The first line is for one stock holding. The value is obviously 100% as it compared with itself. The second line is for the risk of having two stocks. The value is 76% equals to 37.36% divided by 49.24%. Let's look at the last line. If you hold 1,000 stocks, the risk level is 19.21%. If you divide it by 49 again, you will get the value of 39%. Here is the conclusion. First, as the number of holdings in your portfolio increases, the risk of the portfolio decreases. Second, from the point where the number of stocks exceeds 30, the decrease in relative risk sharply slows. Let's review again with the chart. All in all, the relative risk stops at 19.2%, where in the condition of holding 30 stocks. You may be curious that why the risk doesn't decrease anymore. Let me explain. Two terminologies first. Red filled areas indicate unsystemic risk or unstructured risk. Blue areas indicate systemic risk or structured risk. Unsystemic risks are diversifiable risk. In short, as the number of stocks increases, there is a trade-off between good and bad news for each stock, leading to diversification. While systemic risk is a non-diversifiable risk, this one is in relation to the risk of overall market. One example, the drop in all asset values these days due to the corona crisis. This is not avoidable despite how many stocks you own. Now, I summarize the study. As per the simulation, up to 30 stocks, the risk decreases exponentially. Above 30 stocks, diversification effect is not seen. One thing to be in mind, this study applies only when you buy stocks across sectors. For example, if you buy bank shares only, then this study, diversification, doesn't apply to you. If you watched my previous video, you may ask like this. In the last video, you said index fund is the best. Did you change your mind and can I buy 30 stocks instead of investing in index fund? I think I can save some expense in this case. Here is the answer. First, holding 30 stocks is a critical miss in terms of risk, not in terms of profit. Second, believe me, I've never seen anyone who holds more than 10 stocks in my lifetime, at most 5 to 7. It makes sense to me. It's impractical to invest more than 30 stocks unless you are a full-time investor. Third, the cheapest commission to buy stocks in Singapore is 0.08% or $10. That being said, for example, if you buy $100, the fee is 10%. To get your fee close to 0.08%, you have to buy $12,500 at a time. Meaning to say, you can't buy 30 stocks with dollar cost averaging. I know today's video is not that simple. Well, there's no need to remember anything like a systemic, unsystemic risk, but just remember this. If you pursue equity investment, invest in 30 stocks. Thanks for watching. Hopefully you enjoyed. Catch you guys in the next one.